Chirp number 3. Oliver Wahlstrom claimed from the New York Islanders, a BC guy, a South Portland, Maine guy. Thoughts on the claim and the expectations for Wahlstrom?
I think the expectations are wildly out of touch.
Same with Tyler Johnson. I mean, people are just craving for someone to come in and score goals.
I think that's what it is that people know that they need goal scoring, and he was an offensive player, in college and junior hockey. So they see that. They also see he was a first-round pick, 11th overall. So you see all of that, but he hasn't produced at the NHL level. But I like the signing just because there is offensive upside there, and maybe he needs a change of scenery. Look, the Islanders are a black hole of suck. They always have been. Mm-hmm. People like to leave there. John Tavares left there. Like, people don't stay on the islands because the team's terrible. No one cares, and it's just drab, kind of boring place to play. Mm-hmm. So maybe a change of scenery will do it. Maybe being closer to home will do it. But in my opinion, it's just a low risk, potentially high reward thing. So I don't see I don't have a problem with it. Maybe he fits in and he can find that scoring touch.
Yeah, we might find out Thursday night when they take on Edmonton. Hopefully, they have a decent game against Edmonton, because Edmonton gives them all the fits that any team would. Man, they have the size, the speed, the skill, all the things that would really give the Bruins a hard time are coming on Thursday night. So, maybe the Wahlstrom thing. Same with Johnson. Like, I mean, I get the point of the high risk, the low risk, high reward thing. I mean, I get it, but I just feel like you didn't have to do these things if you just went out and, instead of spending all sorts of money on Zadorov and Lindholm, just went out and got a couple of guys who could potentially score a few goals, 20 goals a piece or whatever, and then just, sort of live with it and then see what the kids could do. And then at the trade deadline, maybe you have a little bit of money, you can make a move or something. You know what I mean? I just feel like now they're grasping at straws.
Yeah. And well, I mean, Sweeney himself said that they left the roster short. So
right, and they left the roster short because they got a guy who's a complete friggin' pylon who punches a guy every 15 games and coughs the puck up repeatedly for $5 million a year. Like, if you're left the roster short, why did you go get a guy you really didn't need? I mean, you could have gone with some other bargain basement defenseman playing third pair with Andrew Peeke and been fine. Like, instead, you give all this money to this guy. So that's your fault. Like, you're short because you spent that money and resources on that guy.
I agree.
Stupid.
I agree. I think they overpaid for him. I think they overpaid for Lindholm.
Yeah.
And they did leave themselves short. They don't have enough scoring. They don't have enough scoring depth. They're finding it now a little bit with some of the, secondary scoring guys. McLaughlin scored and Geeky's getting them hot now a little bit, playing with Flaka and Pasternak. So, maybe there's some hope there, but still they left themselves short.
Yeah, but I know why. Because he thought they'd get great goaltending and really good defensive structure, and they would be able to get by with their lack of goal scoring. That's what he thought. He thought, we'll be a defensive structure, really good goaltending, signed our guy, here we go. And it backfired. It didn't work that way. I mean, the defensive structure hasn't been as good at all. And their goaltending is he's got a 3.42 or whatever the fuck he's got. Like, he hasn't been nearly an 8.25, as Connor would say.
No, he would not. No, he is not.
There you have it. Like, there you have it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really question how he cannot build a roster.
No,
he can't.
I think he failed in the offseason. I think he failed in the offseason. And it just, everything kind of rolled over in the season. I think he messed up the Allmark trade. I think he messed up the Swayman signing. I think he misjudged that. He clearly misjudged the market on Lindholm and Zadorov. I think he was bidding against himself in those instances. The training camp was a mess, disjointed mess. They waited too long on firing Montgomery. They should have either done it in the offseason or done it earlier in the season when Montgomery had already seemed to check out. There's a number of issues that I have with Sweeney and the way he's handled this entire roster, this entire season. And I don't think he should be the one to build the new roster. I don't think he should be around for that. I don't think he's earned that right. I think he's made too many mistakes prior to that, and it shouldn't be him. It should be someone else. We'll see if that happens. If they sneak into the playoffs, he's probably still around. But I'm not confident in how he would kind of retool and rebuild this team.
Yeah.